Monday, 27th of February. It's really, really cold here in the UK. I'm going to do a second part test. Do forgive the awful lighting, by the way. Not much I can do about it. Yeah, a second part test on the Boker Gold Damascus. I put a new edge on it, and it's now on a 20k Suhiru, very fine edge. It HHTs like a space laser, so that's not a guarantee of a good shave, but it certainly points in that direction. I'll also compare it, as I did on my last shave, with an old Philharmonica tridur, and that has a very, very gently refreshed edge. Hardly anything at all, actually. Just a few laps on a worn pasted strop, and then obviously on leather and canvas. So here's my little bit of a pre-shave. This is The Simpsons. I'm using this because it's what I used last time. I don't think a test is very valid unless the parameters are, more or less the same. So it's going to be the same lather, the same razors. The only difference will be that the new edge, which I've progressed through 5k to set the bevel, all the way down, all the way down to 20k. The 20k, I've got great hopes for. I rather like synthetic edges. However, if it proves to be a little bit too sharp, which can happen when you're using very, very, very fine 20k edges, then I'm going to put it onto my black Arkansas, which will give it that lovely hazy edge, which almost guarantees a smooth, gentle shave. But as I say, that'll only need doing if this proves to be less than satisfactory. But I've got every hope that this will be good. Let me just tilt my stupid camera thing. That's another big disadvantage using a new phone. This is still a relatively new phone to me. It's a Google 6, and although very, very clever, I haven't got the right charger for it. It takes forever to charge. The other one took about 15 minutes. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. So that I think will do. I'm using my great big 30mm brush, synthetic. It does do a wonderful job. I'll just wet the brush one more time, and I think we're ready to go. I'm still convalescing from having a vile attack of the flu, which laid me low. However, here she is. This is the very rare Boker. Only 20 of them were ever made. It was made to celebrate Boker's anniversary, 2019, so 100 years of manufacture. And this was actually rendered out to the public, so to speak, if you were quick enough to get one, in 2021. So it's a 2019 anniversary, 2021 blade. Let's see how it cuts today. Oh, that feels very, very smooth. Oh my goodness me, yeah, that's good. I would say that was an improvement on my Saturday shave, where all I had done was improve the original factory edge. As we all know, it's very, very unlikely to get much of a shave off a factory edge. Well, that is very pleasing. Let me let me just try. Look at that crud. Let me just try as a comparison this wonderful tridur. The tridur is probably the finest that you can get of the Philharmonica range. when you can find one. This one is my favourite. Very different sound. The Damascus steel is slightly more dull in its noise when it's cutting. Very slightly. Oh, I mean, that is just so good. But I have to say, the Boker, just wet the blade. The Boker is definitely giving it a run for its money. Yeah, this Boker's faultless. I can't describe how smooth it is. Okay, it's only a first pass, I know, but you know, it gives you a very good idea. That is pretty good. However, let's lather up again. A quick second pass against the grain, and we'll know what's the winner. I've got to say, this Simpson's soap is very, very good. It's a luxury shaving soap. It's the same as I used on Saturday, so a pretty fair comparison. Yeah. Look at that. Or rather, listen to that. Yeah. That's pretty impressive. I'll try and see. Oh my God, that's completely smooth. Look at that. Yeah, that's always a good test. If it can go across the grain on your moustache and be completely smooth to the touch. Yeah. Yeah, that's that's quite impressive actually. I'm still getting used to this. This is a brand new razor, and it holds very slightly differently. Each razor is slightly different. And although the tridur has a longer blade and is a 8/8, the same as this, the tridur, there's a magic about the older scales, I find. This is a very, very clever pair of ironwood scales. It has adjustable screws, and these adjustable screws gives you exactly the right torque to be able to adjust your shave. So, in conclusion, I would honestly say I've found this edge to be as good as a tridur. A different sound and a slightly different feel. But look at that. I'm not going to go mad, but this is going to be very close to being a BBS. Very difficult to get every single angle on your stubble. can't always get it just right, but that's quite good. I will just wet the blade, get rid of some of the rather sticky remaining lava. Try the other side. This is a very good angle to get a good shave at. For holding purposes, I would still prefer the tridur. You just cannot beat the manufacturers that made that magic period of razors from 1900 to about 1975, 1980. Anywhere in the 1960s, they've been making tens and tens and tens of thousands of razors. If they hadn't got it right then, well, there's no hope for any of us. So, in my opinion, whatever the make of razor, and the steel that they used was phenomenal. Both Palmera and Philharmonica must have had very large workforce, very large factories. And whether they used the deep chill method to harden their blades, hence why they always say double temple, which of course means twice tempered. But the magical Boker, although it's a curious Damascus steel, I've got to say I like it. Strangely harsh sound compared with the tridur. The tridur is of course a homogeneous steel, not a Damascus steel. And for my money, I've never really understood the point of using Damascus. You're playing with some very strange materials. Yeah, the tridur is just a little tiny bit more comfortable. But there again, I've had quite a few shaves off this tridur and only 3 off the Boker. So perhaps that's a little unfair. But I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's BBS. That'll do. Anyway, chaps, in conclusion, yes, please. Put a 20k Suhiru synthetic edge on almost any razor. You're guaranteed a very, very sharp, very good edge. I would honestly be torn between the two. For beauty, you just can't beat a Philharmonica. But this is an incredible piece of steel, wonderful razor. Anyway, I won't bore you any longer. I'm just going to give a little tiny trim if I can find anything left to trim. But it's pretty much BBS all over. And quite a successful test. See you soon, chaps. Thank you for watching.